What happens when you put a teenager behind the wheel of a sport vehicle that can be difficult to control in an emergency? There are new concerns tonight that you may have a recipe for disaster. Our investigative reporter, Larry Yellen, is here now with a look at that problem.
Walter and Robin, safety officials say that SUVs perform better in some types of accidents, but have a much greater tendency to roll over and cause fatalities. Despite such warnings, SUVs are more popular than ever, especially among teenagers, who sometimes use their cars to make statements about their lifestyles. The statements they make can be deadly ones.
It did flip and roll a couple times, more than probably an average car would, because, I don't know, like the shape of it is shaped like a box.
The teenagers had been drinking. They were hungry. But as Sam Canales recalls, it was a last-second decision to exit the Northwest Tollway for the McDonald's at the Des Plaines Oasis. They never got there. He either missed the exit or he spun off the exit ramp.
I think he missed the exit. He thought, like, you know, I'm a kid, I'm drunk, I'm young, you know, I got a Jeep, I got my friends. This Jeep's gonna go up that thing, no problem. It'll be fun, it'll be funny.
3 teenagers died. Sam and 2 others were seriously injured in that 1996 accident. They were riding in a 95 Jeep Wrangler, a sport utility vehicle. Just 11 days ago, a 19-year-old football player at Southern Illinois University was killed in another rollover accident involving a 93 Nissan SUV. Critics say these accidents don't surprise them.
Putting a teenager behind the wheel of a sport utility vehicle is not what you want to do.
The Insurance Institute for Highway Safety says statistics show that teenagers have more accidents than older drivers.
The problem with teenage drivers is that they do not have much experience, particularly in emergency situations. They're also more immature than other drivers.
And many SUVs are more likely to roll over because they are narrow with high centers of gravity. Colorado attorney Jim Gilbert has consulted on more than 100 cases on behalf of rollover victims. He says some automakers, like Toyota, have improved the stability of SUVs, but used car lots still contain older models with prices that attract teenagers.
These kids are buying vehicles that aren't capable of being driven safely on the road, especially the used vehicles.
Sam Canales, though, says that teenagers are likely to overlook such warnings and accidents like the one he survived because SUVs are a hot item right now for young drivers.
For a guy, it's something kind of, you know, makes them look rugged, makes them, you know, seem like they're macho, like bravado.
The automakers we contacted today told us SUVs are just as safe as other vehicles as long as they're driven properly. And that goes for drivers of any age. Right now, the government is conducting its own rollover tests, and it could come out with a ranking in a matter of days showing which SUVs performed the best.